Now our first practical, that is the normal animation of moving circle. So first of all, I'm taking circle tool from here. As soon as you take a tool, you have to check tool options, whether only required things are checked here or not. So since we want only circle to be moved here without any outline, so we are taking circle layer only. We are not selecting any other option. So circle layer, then color, this is fill color, this is outline color. Next thing you have to make sure it is composite. This is blend method of layer, and this is the opacity level of any object that you are drawing. So this thing has to be checked first. Now color, if you want a particular color, select that, draw the circle object. Now to move it, we have to take this transform tool. Now as soon as you click here, you will get ducks here. These are called ducks. This is placement duck. This is to increase or decrease radius of that circle. Now to start animation, when this is green, this is animation mode on or off button. When it is green, that means animation is off. To turn animation on, click here. Then this is your timeline. By default, there are 5 seconds in your animation. If you want to increase that time, then go to this ferret. This is called ferret, small triangle here. Then edit, and then properties. In properties, go to time, and here from 5 we have to make it, for example, 10 seconds. If you want to make that animation faster, then increase this. This is frame per second. That means within a second there will be these many frames that will move. So right now it is 24. Now when we increase this value, then that animation will run faster than normal. If you make it smaller value, then it will run slower. So now when 10 second we have made it, and click on OK. Now it is from 0 up to 10 seconds, 9s, and here it is 10s. So earlier it was up to 5 seconds only. So this way you can increase the time limit of your animation. Now place this to the starting point. This is animation mode is on. Place it to the starting point. Then click somewhere in the middle, for example after 3 seconds, and then place it somewhere here after 6 seconds, again here after some 8 seconds here, and finally at 10 seconds bring it somewhere else. Okay, now turn this animation mode off, and then start animation. This is play. So whatever we have done, you can see this in output. Okay, now one more thing. Suppose you want to keep one background here. So for background, select rectangle tool, select the color that you want to keep here. And draw rectangle here. Now since rectangle here is above circle layer, so the topmost layer is only visible. So move it down this rectangle below circle so that the circle will become visible, and then play it again. Now this way you can add background to your animation. Now, one more thing we I am going to add here. These are few tools and few methods of animation that we are going to learn here, and then we can use it to create complex animations. For example, if you create the same animation, that circle moving on path, okay, when you are taking two different path and two circles, you are moving there in animation, at that time you can have this type of animation like this. This is like if you are about to create an animation to show solar systems. For example, this is sun, these are two planets, and these two planets are moving in opposite direction, that is clockwise and anti-clockwise. So here we can do that. Okay. So here, see here, these many two inline canvas, two groups of layers I have created. Okay. And for example, if you want to show this, okay, these are the outline that we have created for moving these circles. Okay, these two. So this, for this green circle, I have created this one path, and for blue circle, this part. Okay, so this way, and then I am hiding this so that uh, in animation it is not visible. So like this. Okay, so this type of things you can make using the animation that you are going to learn. Now next, I am going to add one more circle here. So for that, I am creating a new circle with new color too. Okay. So that circle I am going to move from here. Okay. Then placement done. I am taking that circle inside this canvas. Okay. Now turning animation mode on. Get 0F. That is initial position from where you start your animation. Then, for example, after 3 seconds, I'm bringing it here. After 6 seconds, finally after 10. Okay. Now turn this animation mode off, and now play this animation. So here you want in your animation. Now we are going to create one new layer of gradient. So for before that, we are deleting this rectangle. Okay, delete this layer. Now I'm creating one layer of gradient. Now selected this tool, then from here you can select type of gradient that you want. For example, I am taking radial, okay, and I am creating one. Now for our practical, that this type of radial will not give proper effect, so I am taking spiral. Okay, now I am bringing it down so that two circles are visible. So select gradient and move this down. Now you can see these two circles and gradient is here. And now you can see that two objects, these two objects are visible, and below that there is gradient. So whatever part is left in canvas, that is filled by this gradient. Now we want to reverse this. That means in these two object, whatever portion of canvas they are occupying, in that much part only this gradient should be visible. So select this gradient layer, go to parameters of gradient, then from here blend method composite and click on straight onto. Okay, now you can see this. So let's see this preview. Okay, and you will able to see this gradient part change when these circles are moving. Okay, like this. Okay, so this is blending method, learning the blending method. So here instead of composite, we have learned one more blending method, that is straight onto. Now the third practical that we are going to learn here, that is circle moving on a particular path that we will draw. So for that I am creating a new file. Now again, first of all, we are supposed to draw a path, and on that path only that circle we want to move. So for that we are taking a beeline tool. Okay, this is beeline tool. Then from tool options, these are tool options. And here, since we want to create a path only, we will create outline only. So this is first option that we are going to take here. And this option we are removing, that is region beeline. Because if we select this option at that time, a path will have color inside it also. So that we do not want. So we are taking outline beeline option only. And then we will take one darker color so that we can work with that properly, and it will look properly on your canvas. And now create a shape. First of all, if I want to create a shape like this, an oval here. Okay, so click here at first point from where you want to start, then click to another part from where you want to change shape of that path. Now here again I am clicking. So when you click somewhere, it will create a new vertex. Okay, and finally when you want to close this path, at that time come to the starting point, right click there and select loop beeline. Okay, now we want to modify this. For example, for that, go to this vertex when it is turning into yellow. Right now it is brown. When it turns into yellow, drag it like this. Okay, so you can give curves with this yellow vertex, and to change size of this corner, you can drag like this with brown vertex. Okay, this is the shape that we have drawn. Now on this we want to create a circle that will move on this path. Okay, for that we have created one circle. Now from this circle layer, we are going to create a new layer, that is rotate layer. So how to create a rotate layer? From this circle, right click on circle, new layer, transform, rotate. Okay, from circle layer, right click on that, then new layer, transform, rotate. And now select both this rotate and circle layer. Okay, how to select two different layers? If they are consecutive layers, then you can click both by pressing shift key. Okay, shift key. And if you want to skip layers between them, at that time control and click individual layers. Keep pressing control and select individual layers. So here you can use both shift or control. And now bring both these together. Okay, bring both these green ducks together. Now group, again select both these and right click and select encapsulate. We are encapsulation means we are grouping these two together. So sometimes in some version of Synfig it is group layer, and in some version of this it is encapsulate. Now when you group them, there one new layer will be created, that is inline canvas. And when you click on this arrow of inline canvas, you will get these two layers which are grouped inside that. Now click on inline canvas, select green duck of this layer. Now keep pressing control key. After selecting this green duck of inline canvas, we are pressing control key and we will keep it pressed. Now select rotate and click on green duck of rotate. Click on new beeline, that is outline, and now release the click control key. Then right click on this outline layer after releasing control key and click on link to beeline. And now click anywhere on the canvas. Now click on inline canvas and try to drag this, okay, with this green duck. Now you will see that you can see that now it is not going outside this path. Now it is linked to this path, okay, whenever you move it. So now we can animate this. So click on inline canvas, then turn animation mode off. At 0f, place it to the starting point. Then after 2 seconds, here, after 4 seconds, here, and finally, so it is compulsory to give this 2-3 position on this path to make it complete. Then turn this animation mode off and then see the preview or play this animation. You can see this. Now if you don't want to show this, we have used a path to move this circle. At that time deselect this option, so it will make this layer invisible, okay, like this. And now see the preview. You can see this without path, you can see it moving. So this is practical of that circle moving on path. Now here we want to show a scene where someone is looking outside his window and he can see a cloud moving outside that window. Okay, so for that, first of all, we are supposed to bring one image on this canvas so that it looks like someone is looking outside the window, the scene which is there. So for that, from this caret file import, and here you can take one image, okay, like this. So whatever you can see here, this image is not actually of canvas size. Okay, you can see this. This is actual canvas size and this is image size. So we have to make it smaller one so that the whole image is visible here on canvas and in animation. Now this is actual image. Now I have left some space on left and right side blank. Okay, because we are going to create masking here. Now to create a window like structure, we are taking polygon tool. Okay, and to create window again, like beeline, we are clicking on different points where we want to change the shape. This is fourth click, fifth, sixth, seven, and this is eight and nine and 10. And finally, wherever you want to end this, click here at the beginning. Now this is a shape like window that we have created. Now we are going to create a cloud that we are supposed to move from left to right. So for that, we are taking beeline tool, and here since we want to draw a cloud, we do not require outline, but we are going to create region. So we are selecting this from tool option, that is create region beeline. And color also we are going to take something near to gray color so that it looks like a cloud. Okay, now click on 4 5 points to create an irregular shape. Now here we are going to give a cloud-like shape by dragging its vertices and creating curves. Okay, now we are going to move this from left to right. For that, select this. Now these are different vertices, but placement vertices here for this cloud. So turn animation mode on at 0f, keep it somewhere like this, from where it is going to start, and then after 5 seconds, taking it here. Okay, now animation mode off, and then let's see how it looks. Okay. Now since cloud we want to show outside window, we have to change order of these layers. So we are bringing this layer that is cloud below this window structure. Okay, now let's see it again. Now it is proper, but still there is one problem. We we don't want cloud to be visible here in these two parts. So for that, we are creating a structure that will hide this part. So for that, select a particular color, take rectangle tool, and draw that rectangle here. Same way on other side also we are taking it. Okay. Now you can see that cloud is not visible there. Still, this is not proper. because it is clearly visible that we have hidden that part with some object. Okay, so we want to show that we have not drawn anything here, layer. Okay, so for that, click on the first rectangle in blend method. From composite, make it alpha hour. Okay, now same way, second rectangle, make it alpha over in blend method. Okay, now we have created two layers here, but it is not visible. So it will work like a mask. You can see this. Here also you can see. Okay. Now here while cloud is moving, it is not visible. So this is masking effect. For slideshow, we are bringing multiple images on screen. That is one canvas, and we are going to set different properties for each image. So first of all, to bring image on canvas, for example, on desktop, I am using folder sample images, and I am taking files from here. Okay. Now we want to see whether this is actual image or not. For that, take the select and transform tool, click here, and zoom out this canvas size. You can see this wherever this image is visible, that much canvas is having, and this border is on image size. So we are dragging it to make it same size as canvas. So now this is actual image. Now we are taking another image. I'm taking four different images. Now again click here, selecting transform tool, and reduce size of pen. Now you can see this. This image is having this much size, and it is going outside canvas area. So we are dragging angles so that the whole image is visible on canvas. Again file, import, and third one, again click here, drag. One more I am taking here. Click. Now there are four images. Now here, since all these images are occupying the whole canvas size, so the last one that we have inserted here, we will able to see that image on it. So this is the last one. Okay. For example, to show another image, we can change this layer priorities. Okay. But we will not able to see all images at once. So now we are using layer properties to create slideshow. So first of all, go to this first image, and in parameter panel, on amount, click on this image, click on amount, right click, convert, time swap. Now one small triangle you will be able to see before this, and click here and you will get more properties of this amount typing. Okay. So here four different elements are there: before, after, time, and length. So before, this is the first element, that is time. Here this two as that is 2 seconds. So it is visible on canvas for 2 seconds in slideshow. And this is length 1 second. That means after 2 seconds, if we create animation, after 2 seconds, this visibility of this image will change. So what is that visibility? So before, one is before, that is one. So before this 2 seconds, that is 0 to 1 and 1 to 2 seconds, it is fully visible. This is 1. Okay. And after this also here 1. So after 2 seconds, we want to do another image. So after we have to set to 0. Okay. Now here made it invisible after 2 seconds. And this is length. That means after 2 seconds, now this will become invisible and we will able to see the second layer image, this one, 3. And the time period between this first is wiped out from the screen and second one is becoming visible. That is this length, 1 second. So you will be able to feel that transition from one image to another image. Okay. Now same way, click on second one, layer, amount, convert, time share again, click here, before one after 0. Make it in all layers before one after 0. And now add 2 more seconds. That is third and fourth second for this layer to be visible. Because in first 2 seconds this layer was there. It was not like it was not in the file, but it was there. But since another layer was about this layer, so after 2 seconds, next 2 seconds, that is third and fourth, this will become visible. Again, then we are keeping same. After this 4 second, visibility will become 0 for this second. Select the number, right click on amount, convert, time share, see here, again make after 0, and 2 more seconds right here. So in 56 seconds, this third image will be visible. And again, amount for the fourth layer, answer for one after 0. For next 2 seconds, second, 7 to 7 and 8. So we are 8 seconds here. And this is 1 second, that is transition 1 second here. Now we have set timing for this slideshow for 8 seconds. But here the animation time is from 0 to 5 seconds. First of all, use this time. So for that, again click on edit and go to properties. In properties, that is time. Here make it 8 seconds. 8 as. Apply. Now play this. Let's going to see the video here. Preview. And play. Now we are going to see rendering option. So file, render option is there. Here, select GIF. A GIF animated image you are create and click here, click here, and select the location where you want to save this. Remove this GIF and render. It names Synfig animation 1. We are saving this. Now this process of rendering takes time according to time frame that you are in your animation. So this is rendering option, and this rendering option is taking time according to the time that you have set in your animation and resolution of the graphics. So on desktop, for example, we are going to save this. Still rendering is not completed. So whenever this file is saved, okay, you can open this in web browser. Any web browser you can select so that you can see this. If you upload it on your website or send it in email, how it will look like.